EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for September 14th, 2022. If you are a regular viewer of the daily forecast videos, you're going to notice that for the next week or so, these are going to be notably shorter because there's not a lot of weather, so to speak, going on, but there is going to be changes in temperature. We're going to discuss that here in today's video. First and foremost, the Wednesday video forecast is proudly sponsored by the Walters and Zrinski team at Keller Williams Real Estate, serving Carbon, Lehigh, and Northampton counties in eastern Pennsylvania. Mentioned you saw this ad spot on the EPAWA video, and the Walters Zrinski team will offer a credit toward movers, a 1-year home warranty, or general repairs with any successfully closed real estate transaction. Give Mike and Sarah a call today and find out what sets them apart in the real estate industry. They can be reached at 610-867-8888, proud sponsors of the Wednesday video forecast. Okay, so today, mostly sunny skies. Here's what we're looking at this morning. This is the low pressure that drove the rain from the day before, and here's the cold front with it, well offshore today. Now, we will have a secondary front that is going to come through that's in association with this area low pressure right here. It's hard to see, but if I move this forward a little bit, just a little bit, you'll be able to see it over New England, okay? Right there, okay? So there's a low pressure, right? This is this afternoon. There's a little tail on this. See that tail right there? That is a secondary cold front. That is going to move through our region in the overnight, but will bring no precipitation. As a matter of fact, we're expecting mostly clear skies overnight, so it's going to be a dry frontal passage. But what this is going to do is lower temperatures behind it. We already had the humidity lower yesterday. We're going to lower that even further today. And the temperature spread today, 77 to 82 ahead of that secondary front. So it's going to be a touch on the warmer side of average, barely. And then we'll look at tomorrow, also mostly sunny, 70 to 77 is the temperature spread on Thursday. And I think Thursday and Friday are the days you're going to have this trough settle in. And then after that, we're going to warm up over the weekend. But this entire stretch, this is not unprecedented, but it's awfully close. There was a long period of time without any rain. This goes straight to the weekend. This goes through early next week. We have something off to our north with a boundary there across New England, but our area still remains dry on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, and this goes all the way through next week, according to the European model. The European model here, and it doesn't have anything coming in. Perhaps maybe after the following weekend. I mean, it's going to be a long time before we see any rain. So whatever rain you got our last couple of days, hopefully that did something for you, because we're not going to have it for a while. Now, we are getting toward the end of growing season, so it's not as important from a growing standpoint, but it is important for the water table. So we got to make sure that we have at least some rain before we head into winter here. But it doesn't look like much of the remainder of September is going to be wet at all. Now let's take a look at temperatures. This is what I wanted to touch on here in today's video. So we have, this is a temperature anomaly map. That means comparing to what average is at that particular time. So this is going to change. Average is going down about 3 degrees per week going forward. Every single week going, almost knocked over my iced tea. Every single week going forward, it'll go down about 3 degrees per week in average highs. So whatever you are right now, next week at this time, we'll probably be about 3 degrees lower. So if you're 78, you're now 75 next week. This is going to be relative to time of year we're talking about, okay? So any of the whites are generally near average. The blues that are shown on here are slightly below. The yellows, oranges, whatever you want to call that, are slightly above average, and the reds are above average, okay? So I'm just going to move this forward here so you can see the trough settling in Thursday and Friday. Here's those temperatures that are going to be slightly below average. And again, you're going to have, this is slightly below, try to draw with this mouse here. This is slightly below average temperatures here. This is slightly above right here, and this is above, okay? So we're going to get into some of this that's off to our west. This is going to start coming in here this weekend. It's going to start building in, and it's going to kick that trough out, and we're going to have temperatures rise over the weekend. Not crazy, but it's going to be a gradual increase. Here's Saturday. Here's Sunday. It's going to be even warmer. And then look at the core of this. This is out here. This is going to come in here early next week, and this looks like we're going to get a piece of this in that Monday, Tuesday, and beyond time frame. You got some temperatures here that are generally, plus 12, plus 13, plus 14 degrees above average. Well, if your average high is 75, that means you can expect upper 80s to near 90. Okay, so it's going to be a very warm stretch, it looks like, until we get to the end of this period, which is probably beyond the 24th, probably the following weekend, we start going back down again. But this is going to be a long stretch of not only dry conditions, we're going to have lower humidity the next couple of days through the end of the week. Even Saturday's not too bad with the humidity, but we start to increase that on Sunday and beyond as the temperatures go up. So we will have a humid and summer-like the same week that the calendar is officially turning from summer to fall on September 22nd. It will still be very much summer-like here at that point, it looks like. Big news is, obviously, not only the temperatures, but the dry conditions that we're expecting through this entire period. So if anything changes, like if something happens with this frontal boundary off to our north early next week, this will be in the Monday, Tuesday time frame. If that changes and it comes a little bit further south and gets us into some rain, we'll certainly let you know. But it doesn't look like it on any guidance right now that is really hinting at that. And it looks like the high pressure is going to be dominating this entire period. So we have in our local forecast mostly sunny straight through next Tuesday with the end of our 7-day forecast period. So at least hope you can enjoy it if you have some things outside to do, take care of, whether it's fall projects or you have some things to do outside. It should be some good weather for it. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for September 14th, 2022. Have a great Wednesday.